What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So undefeated, 2-division world champion, former unified junior middleweight world champion, now the reigning WBC middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jermall Lions Only Charlo. Jermall Lions Only Charlo did an interview, exclusive interview, shocking information that Jermall Charlo has revealed that he has now relocated from his home of Houston, Texas, and now he is training with retired, legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar, multi-division world champion, Roy Jones Jr. And that well-renowned Hall of Fame trainer, Ronnie Shields, who he'd been training with his entire career, his entire life. Ronnie Shields directed Jermall Charlo to go and be with Roy Jones and get him out of Texas. And we know Jermall Charlo, he has been out the ring for quite some time. Okay, we haven't seen Jermall Charlo in the ring since June of 2019, Juneteenth weekend of 2019. Okay, Jermall Charlo has been out the ring. He has not been in the ring. And it wasn't his best performance when he was in the ring. And since then, Jermall Charlo has been publicly going through personal issues in the public eye. And there was multiple times where it was announcements that Jermall Charlo was going to be back in the ring. And it hasn't happened. And he was publicly going through issues with his wife, his children's mother. Then he was publicly going through issues with his identical twin brother, who is 3-time junior middleweight world champion and the undisputed junior middleweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Jermall Iron Man Charlo, who is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. He is 19 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. Jermall Charlo is 32 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. They're identical twin brothers, so they're the same age, but he's slightly bigger, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. And there's significant others have gotten into it out in the public. He had the issue most recently with former IBF super middleweight world champion Caleb Sweethand Plant. He comes across as if he's intoxicated when doing interviews and things of that nature. So he just was in a bad mental space and dealing with life that we all go through. We all deal with life. And so he did an interview, exclusive interview. He's out with the NABF at a meeting. And Jermall Charlo revealed that he had to separate himself from his identical twin brother, Jermall Charlo. A lot of people, in his life, he had to separate himself from. And, he said he's 75% back to where he once was. And he expects to fight before the year is up. And that he's now relocated and with Roy Jones in Florida. And he's going to train in Florida now. He said that, he's mentoring him. He's picking his brain. He's locked in. We saw the footage of him. We saw a little sneak peek of him training with Roy Jones. He needed to change the scenery. And in his conversation, obviously time will tell. But in his conversation, it seemed very, very sincere. It seemed very, very like it's a serious change, for Jermall Charlo. And I'm glad, I just want to see Jermall Charlo win, man. Very good fighter outside this, but I want to see him win outside the sport of boxing, right? I did a video last night, about Jared Big Baby Anderson. Jermall Charlo said something that I always like to point to, and is that we at times look at them as robots. and forget that they're human beings, and they're human beings that go through things. You understand what I'm saying? They're human beings. And so with that said, Jermall Charlo is a human being. He's not a robot, right? And I think that gets, misconstrued. I think that gets, lost in translation. And I think that, we just look at the fighters, you know what I'm saying? We forget about, the actual person that they are, the human being that they are. And in this case with Jermall Charlo, I think that gets lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? He's a human being. And so I want to see Jermall Charlo win as a human being outside the sport of boxing. I want to see Jermall Charlo be successful, in the sport of boxing. But more importantly, I want to see him get his mental health straight. I want to see him get his, his life intact, and win at that. You know what I mean? So he says that, essentially he's turning over a new leaf. He's focused, he's focused on, getting his life in order, and, he's making a change. Now, as we see, he's with, Roy Jones Jr. It's shocking again, like I said, because he's been with Ronnie Shields for an extensive period of time. He's been with Ronnie Shields for his entire career. That's all he knows. And now he's making a change to Roy Jones. And he said Ronnie Shields has, advised him to do so. It was Ronnie Shields that told him, hey, link up, go down there with Roy Jones and work with Roy Jones. I don't know if this is going to be, Roy Jones is going to fully be training him and he's no longer with Ronnie Shields, or it's just a mentor, a temporary thing for him right now. I don't know. But, I definitely think that, this is a situation where, Jermall Charlo needed this. He needed this, a change of scenery. He needed this rejuvenation. Now it's being said that he's back with his wife. They was going through it publicly, and she was saying his career was over. He wasn't gonna fight no more. They were publicly going through it with the kids at the kids' school. He was recording it. It was up on social media. It was just a bad way. You know what I'm saying? And now Jermall Charlo, we know he got talent inside the ring, inside the square circle, but now, once you put your life outside the square circle intertwines with your life inside the square circle. If you're not good outside the square circle, you ain't gonna be no good inside the square circle. So he stated that, he's back focused. He's mentored, Roy Jones is mentoring him. Roy Jones is a very good dude. Roy Jones is very knowledgeable. And Roy Jones attests to these fighters, not just what they can do in the ring, but their life outside the ring. You never see Roy Jones' name involved in any foolishness, any nonsense outside the ring. He did have a spat with his dad, but Roy Jones is a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? He always want to drop knowledge on these fighters, and he always trying to pass on the torch and make everybody better. So he's a positive person, a positive force. And now we get to see Jermall Charlo. He said that again, he was just not in the mental space to make the fight happen with Canelo Alvarez, and he let his brother Jermall Charlo get the fight. Jermall Charlo, he'll tell you that he was always in negotiations to get the fight. It was never Jermall. So there's a little conflict of who was going to get the fight. Nonetheless, the future is bright for Jermall Charlo, only 33 years old, and can make some adjustments. So I'm excited to see what's next for Jermall Charlo, how it unfolds, how it plays out, and who he fights next. So I know Danny Jacobs was saying that he wanted to fight Jermall Charlo. They had some history there. That would be a good fight. Danny Jacobs, Jermall Charlo. Make it happen. That would be a good fight for Jermall Charlo. right? So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.